In my neighborhood, I've seen a lot of my family members get into a lot of serious problems. I've seen a lot of my family members fight and have gotten kidnapped. And police came once and shot one of my family members.
There was a point in time where my mom almost got deported, and it was challenging because I didn't know what could happen the next day or what could happen to me in general.
So financially, I cannot count on my family, and if I want to go to college, I have to get a job and pay it myself.
Being broke sometimes feel like you don't got no opportunity, you feel hopeless. You know, you feel like nobody could really help you. One time where we had to go from hotel to hotel and stuff like that.
Sometimes I've even had thoughts like just wanting to disappear, you know, by any means necessary. You know, just not wanting to be in this earth anymore.
I can do something beautiful with my life, but sometimes I feel that I need the help and the support.
As you know, Miami, it's not just like any other city. In this city, it's a party city. It's a city full of violence. It's a city full of crime, murder. And inside some of the most roughest neighborhoods, you see the most incredibly negative things. And that's where most of our kids that we work with, that's where they live, that's where they're born, that's where they grow up, that's where they marinate.
There's kids in the city that fear deportation. It keeps them and their family awake at night.
With not enough outlets, it's no wonder kids turn to substance abuse, alcohol, violence.
Poverty in Miami is not just a lack of money, but it's a lack of hope.
Some of our kids' homes are overshadowed by chaos, family abuse, and violence. It's hard for kids to succeed at school when they're having many troubles at home.
Social media is crazy because it drives us to be somebody who we aren't. We see all these pictures and these videos of people who are living these fantastic lives, go to all these places, and it makes us feel less than when we see that we're not doing that and we can't make the same post that other people are.
Social media exposes our youth to all different kinds of things, sexual stuff, comparison, bullying, identity issues.
Family instability is a common thing that a lot of the youth that we deal with go through. So they often move from house to house.
You might have kids who live in a single parent home. They might stay with their grandparents, aunties, uncles. You might have, in some cases, where you have multiple families staying in one home.
The poverty in this city is unique. You have high-rise condos that are $14,000 a month sitting right next to communities where people make $14,000 a year. And those disparities cause people to do extreme things.
In the city of Miami, we're facing so many struggles. These kids are lacking mental health resources, financial resources, and technological resources in our schools.
Kids won't tell you this, but they're fighting depression, anxiety, and so these mental health issues are real and they actually do go through it.
Just where these kids live, they're already in the proximity of violence.
Gunshots are more frequent than the thunderstorms.
The ages of 15 to 19 are the molding phases, where identity, beliefs, and paths are taking shape. We are here to remind them every day that they matter. Our presence, our support, empowering them spiritually, emotionally, and practically. That's our mission. That's how we show up for them.
Man, our mission is to show kids they matter. Is to show kids that they matter to us, and then hopefully that translates to know that they matter to God. And that may be beating a kid in 2K, which I do all the time, beating a kid in Connect 4, which I am undefeated, or it means giving a birthday cupcake, or it means having that real talk with them and their parent to be that mediator between them.
Every kid that walks in through one of our programs just has a universe of potential, and we just want to help them tap into that talent.
By getting involved in something that you still have worth, you still have dignity, although you've made these mistakes, you are not these mistakes. And we just get involved and we invest in their lives. And the investment, it pays dividends. These kids have the opportunity to change the whole trajectory of their family.
We show the youth that they matter by engaging in their community, by literally being where they live.
Youth matter to me because growing up, I didn't get a place where I can call home. And knowing that these kids have a place that they can call home, now I want to be a part of that family dynamic. I care about their education. I care that they get the tutoring and the mentoring that they need in order for them to succeed. I care about their talents. I care that they're able to have an open space where they can create art, where they can create music to become a better version of themselves. And more importantly, I care about their spiritual health. I want them to know Jesus and have that deep relationship with him.
And a lot of times people write them off. They look at the nightly news and they say, you know what? These kids, they can't be saved or redeemed, but they don't know what these kids have gone through. The amount of resiliency, the amount of the ability to overcome some of the trials and the challenges it's immeasurable.
The reason why these kids matter to me is because I was a kid raised in the streets, and I needed somebody to tell me that I could be somebody. I needed somebody to tell me that I matter. I needed somebody to say that you matter.
You work with these kids for a while and you start realizing how strong they actually are, going through all the things they go through, and yet being able to have creative outlets and strive in their creativity and thrive in their creativity.
Teenagers are our future. They are the future leaders, future change makers. They are our future.
Every smile, every success, it shows us that we're on the right path.
That's why this place matters. Kids come into this space, they're loved on, they're in authentic Christ-sharing relationships with adults in this space, and they learn that God loves them and that they matter to God, and they matter to us, and then they learn that they matter in this world.
These kids are the future. These kids have worth.
My name is Macrina Perez, and youth matter to me.
My name is Ronnie Lillard, and I believe that youth matter.
I'm Tia Diaz-Balart, and youth matter to me. Did you know that just $1,500 supports a youth for an entire year of Youth for Christ ministry work? That includes after-school care, in-school clubs, juvenile justice work, and even camps for spring break and summer. That $1,500 can transform a youth's life. Will you consider sponsoring a child today?